Gregory Goes Boom.
Gregory Go Boom.
Yeah, I always write goes. I think it should be goes.
It's a lot, it's from Small Change, which is a Truffaut film, and have you ever seen that movie?
No,
It's my favorite
I know.
movie about kids.
Yes.
And there is this scene, I'm giving it away, but the movie came out decades ago. There's a scene with a little boy, and he's playing with this baguette, and his name is Gregory, and pushing it up a flight of stairs, and eventually he falls out of a window. But he keeps saying, Gregory go boom, Gregory go boom, and then he falls out of a window, but everything's fine, and that's where the title came from.
Everything's not fine in this short film. I don't know if you remember.
I hadn't gone to film school, so I kind of imposed this idea of film school onto myself and wrote all of these short films, wrote like 10 short films over a period of 6 or 8 months, and made a sort of vow to myself that I would make them. And I got to make 5 of those 10 or 6 of those 10, which is pretty great.
Those are great numbers.
But it was a part of my film school, right? I had to teach myself how to work in that space because I knew a lot of film students from NYU. I had a lot of friends who were in film. I had been a stylist to many directors, and I had found the space somewhat intimidating, not because I was uncomfortable with not knowing. It's more how people treated you when you didn't know. I'm totally fine with not knowing. I actually feel very safe in saying that I don't know because I want to learn, but I find that I have found, at least for myself, when I've said I don't know in that environment, that people have taken that as an opportunity to sort of like pounce or, crush or destroy. Should I think of more adjectives
Keep
that
going.
are? I don't have them now.
You don't want to go?
No, yeah. What do you have any?
What was it? Crush, pounce, destroy,
Crush, pounce, destroy.
obliterate.
Oh, that's
delete,
good. Delete.
diminish, step
Diminish.
on.
Diminish is really good. Yes,
Okay.
diminish.
Do you want to do a new take and you just say
No,
diminish?
I feel totally solid about that. Gregory was based on this blind date that I saw a man in a wheelchair on. He was sitting next to me at this restaurant, and he had been waiting for this woman, and I was really transfixed by him. I didn't know that he was waiting for a woman, but I was just transfixed. He kept looking at the door, and he seemed, more curious to me than the thing that I was at. And eventually this woman walks in, beautiful, blonde lady. She sits down, and you see the moment where she realizes that he's in a wheelchair. And you realize that, one, I was like, oh my gosh, they didn't know each other. Whoever set them up didn't say the thing. And so much had been transferred between them with just the glance that she made at him at the chair, the glance that he made down and then at her. And it stayed with me.
You look different in person.
I do?
Because you're in a wheelchair.
I remembered being looked at that way, and it was about feeling limited or being treated like because you were being perceived as limited. And so the seed for the short was about that.
That your potential was only so much.
Yeah, and as a person of color, I felt that I'd been treated like that plenty because of what I looked like, just being in this body and yeah.